Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I want to have a girl chat, girl talk about leveling up and some things that I wish I knew before, and some things I want to share, and some things that I feel like are great tips when it comes to leveling up. So if you're interested in a video like that, please keep watching. Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I want to talk about, just have a girl chat, girl talk about things that I wish I had known. If you followed me on this channel, then you'll see there is quite an evolution of what is Amber. And yeah, so some of that is intentional and some of it is just life teaching me some things and me learning from them. And so I want to share, there's this trend about leveling up and becoming that girl and all that kind of stuff. And so I just kind of want to share some things that I've learned along the way that I feel like are very, very important when it comes to your leveling up and honestly the transition into womanhood and all of that jazz. So let's just get right into it. So I just wanted to talk about those things. These are things that have really, really transformed my life. I talk about transformation on this channel, and my life looks almost like it's weird. It's so weird how my life has been transforming and how my intentions have been becoming my reality. And I guess that's one thing that I want to speak on. I didn't want to start there, but while we're there is, intention. I had previously made videos on intention, and I look back at those videos and I feel like I was lost in those videos when I was talking about intention. Now, with intention and living an intentional life, you have to have a vision for your life. Like, you have to have some sort of idea. So I started becoming clear about what it is I wanted and how I wanted to experience life and living my life in that way. And that to me is living an intentional life. But before you can live an intentional life, you got to know. You have to have some sort of vision. And, I talk about my story, how I was a single mom and I didn't have a home and lost my home, honestly. And how in less than a year, I was able to transform my life and I bought my dream home with my partner. So a lot has transpired to get me to that point and where I'm at now. But prior to that, when I ran off to the mountains, because part of that story is that I did run off to the mountains because I needed the space and the permission to really become clear on what it is that I wanted. I was not clear. I did not know what I wanted. I was so confused. And what I'm seeing a lot when it comes to people and their life feeling unstable and a lot of discord is because you're confused. I'm gonna be honest. I just did a post on Instagram about your confusion is indecisiveness. So when confusion and discord and what's the opposite of harmony show up in your life, is because you're undecided. You're being undecided on your life. I think that's the correct word. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not being clear and decided on your life. I wrote, you choose your outfit because you choose. You have to choose. You have to decide. And what I've realized in that space where right before I ran off to the mountains is this confusion energy, is that's why my life was chaotic. It's because I wasn't decided on what it is that I truly desired for my life. I wasn't decided. I knew I had desires, but I didn't decide. I didn't decide what I wanted for my life, if that makes sense. So being, becoming clear on what it is that you desire, becoming clear on what it is that you want, and deciding that you get to have it. That is so important. Not maybe I think I want it, I kind of want it. No, decide. And what has become clear to me, especially recently, is this decision, like being decided on what it is I truly want and not wavering on that, not wavering on that, and letting go of the how, it will show up like in the most amazing, incredible ways. That's a big thing. Choose, decide, and hold to it. Don't be confused. Don't be like, well, I don't know, like, and confusion energy. That's confusion and indecisiveness is going to cause chaos and discord in your life. And that's what I learned. That's a big lesson that I learned is that, it's okay to want what I want. Like when it comes to feminine energy and wanting a certain dynamic, I call it power coupling, a certain dynamic in my relationship where I embrace my femininity, he embraced his masculinity, and owning that, owning it, and getting it. Okay. Not being like, if it happens, or you know, people showing up and telling me what they want. No, I own what I desire and what I want, and I decided and hold to it. Hold to it no matter what is going on in my reality. And no matter what people say that it's impossible or not possible, because the thing is, especially in today's society, they'll say, it's 50-50, and all of these things and stuff like that. What you want doesn't exist. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Go somewhere with that stuff. It might not exist in your world, but it's going to exist in mine. And guess what? I decided that's what I wanted and I got it. It's like you got to hold to the vision. That's the thing that I realized, especially in my evolution, is holding to the vision, holding to what it is you desire. Now, my femininity, my feminine energy, um, journey has evolved in itself, and that has taught me a lot of things. And the biggest thing when it comes to femininity is embracing it, because people will tell you femininity is weak and you shouldn't rely on a man. And I'm like, if you can't rely on the person you're supposed to love, like, who can you rely on? Like, you can't rely on the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, that you're devoted to for the rest of your life. Then who can you rely on? That doesn't even make sense. Like, having to look at everything and all of these like things coming at me about what I should and shouldn't do, and knowing at my core what it is I truly want and holding to that. Yes, I want to rely on my husband. I want to love my husband fully, and I want him to fully love. Okay, let's try this again. My phone ran out of storage and I was on a rant and I don't even know where I left off. But another thing that I wanted to mention that I feel like it's really important when it comes to, leveling up, learning about life, is love. And so love looks different to most people. But for me, I learned that love looks, there's like three areas of love. There's, receiving love, giving love, and demonstration of love. And I had to learn that. Like, I had giving love seems easy, right? Like, it seems like, okay, give love, but then you have to realize, like, how do they want to receive love? So you have to give love in the way that someone enjoys to receive love. And being able to receive love, that was a big thing for me. I did not know how to receive love. Like, that was really a challenge for me. And so learning and allowing myself, which is, can be said for manifestation and the surrender and, allowing life to work its way in your life. And so that was a big thing, is letting go of control and actually like leaning back in my feminine and allowing and surrendering to life and allowing people to love me, which is, you know, that was a big thing. And another thing would be demonstrating love. And, I talk about power coupling and the dynamics of feminine and masculine energy and how they work in harmony. And so working in harmony together, instead of being this, independent, we're, separate entities, how can we work in harmony together? And this is a big thing for me, like, real talk. And like, I know that there's this whole thing about being an independent woman, and I'm independent. I don't rely on a man. I don't need to rely on anyone type of thing. But I just feel like we are all one. And being able to work in harmony with one another is a demonstration of love. Okay, it's a demonstration of love. You operating as a single entity and thinking that you're separate is not a demonstration of love. And so if you fully want to learn love and know love, feel love, you have to let your guard down. Okay, let your guard down. Be able to receive. You can give love in the way that they appreciate, appreciate, respect your partner and how they, want to be loved. But you also have to work in harmony together, demonstrate love, and work in harmony together to create some magic, create something amazing, create something incredible. And so, in order to do that, you have to recognize that there's something harmonious that's going on. It's not like I'm an independent, separate individual in a relationship. That's not love, in my opinion, and what I've experienced. Okay, that's not love. And so, looking at love in these ways, you'll see how beautiful and amazing it feels to be in it, to be in it, to be in it. Okay, that's a big thing. And I speak on it. All of this is programming. I was programmed and conditioned to think that I don't need anyone, that I am separate from everyone, and that I should struggle and I should work hard and be burnt out and not feel, which is another thing, and not feel, not have any emotions. And I'm telling you, that is not a good way to live. Being numb because you can't handle having to be numb because you can't handle what's really going on inside of you, it's not the way to live and experience life. And that was one thing that I had to learn, that, I think that it's important, especially on your journey, on your level up journey, is to relax, break down these things of pain and trauma and figure out, why do you feel like you can't rely on someone? Because if you dig deep and if you really look at that, there's pain behind that. I can't rely on someone. And do the healing. And we talk about healing on this channel. Do the healing and realize that relying and being able to rely on someone and fully love them and have them fully love you is a beautiful, amazing thing, and it feels incredible. Okay, so I understand being strong. I understand, I get where that comes from, but what's behind that? What is behind this? Okay, so I think that's important. That was one thing that I had to learn. And people will continue to tell you, you got to be strong, and they'll continue with that story. It's a story. They will continue with that. But is that how you want to experience life? You got to ask yourself these questions. Is that how you want to experience life? Okay. So I do have a little bit of time. I cleared out some of the stuff on my phone. So, um, you know, and another thing that I learned too when it came to leveling up, just being honest and real, is like new circles. Surround yourself with new people that think different. Even if you can't do it physically, you can do it on YouTube. Surround yourself with different thinking patterns. Now, I've talked about the law of entrainment on this channel and how your brain wavelengths will literally sync up. It's called, I think they call it like mirror neurons and things like that. It will sync up with the people around you. So if you don't have that, physically, like you can't surround yourself, which you can, there's called Meetup. There's so many different resources. So it's, there's so many different resources in which you can do that. There's Score. Score is a great resource, which is when it comes to entrepreneurship and surrounding yourself with people that think different, that are successful. Especially if you're trying to go to another level. I had a conversation with my partner, just being honest. Like, I had a conversation with my partner, and he just started his business and things like that, and he's wanting to go to another level. And I'm like, well, start incorporating new people, like meeting new people and stuff like that. But he's like, I already have a circle, and we're all, I don't want to say this, but I just be honest, we're having girl chat, girl talk, and like, I can't think of another way to put it right now. We're all in the struggle together. I'm like, well, I don't know how that's going to help you if you're all in the struggle together, because you're all thinking the same. The point is that you want to start thinking differently. You want to start thinking bigger. You want to start thinking perhaps in different ways, having new conversations, okay? Because when you're in the same circle and the struggle together, you're having the same conversation over and over again. I don't know how that's helping you. So you want to start having new conversations. When you start having new conversations and you start thinking different, that will transform your life. Now, we talk about, changing our energetic state and how that manifests. It starts with our thinking, what we're thinking about, how we're thinking, what we're feeling, our energetic state, everything that's inside of us. Now, if you're surrounding yourself with the same people doing the same thing and having the same conversations, that's going to keep you stuck. And I think that he took it a certain way, but I'm not saying that you have to disown and never talk to these people again. I'm saying also incorporate new social circles in your life. That's going to help elevate you. Start thinking a different way and being a certain way, and just expanding your mind. That's what you're doing, is expanding your mind. So that's one thing that I learned over the years, especially when it comes to, evolving, is expand and have new social circles. Because the thing is, when you change your thinking, you change your life. You change your thinking, you change your life. Now, we talk about the energetic state. It's your combination of your thinking and your feelings. What precedes your feelings is your thoughts. So change your thoughts, your feelings. This changes your energetic state. And that's what shifts and transforms your life. And so, yeah, new social circles. I think I'm going to do a part 2 because this video is getting kind of long, because I can talk on and on and on about this subject, on how to transform your life, leveling up and evolving as a person, as a woman, especially if you're on a feminine energy journey, you're trying to embrace your femininity. I can go on and on about that as well, because it's so fulfilling. It's so fulfilling because when you are more in your feminine, it requires a lot of trust and faith. And I didn't really realize, I went around, I grew up as a Christian and things like that, and I talked about faith and stuff like that, but I didn't truly know what faith meant. Faith meant, well, how it felt. what faith feels like until I started embracing more of my femininity and um, incorporating more feminine energy in my life. That's when I really realized what it felt like. And having to hold to a vision when your whole reality is saying otherwise. That's people are saying otherwise, people are acting otherwise. Your reality is not at all what you have in your head, and holding to that vision no matter what is going on, what people are saying to you, what they are doing to you, and holding to that vision is true unwavering faith. I mean, girl, I can go on and on about that one, all that stuff. And holding to a vision that's in your mind, in the ethers, that you have created in the ethers in the heavens to bring an experience on earth. That, my friends, is faith. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here. Okay, Manifesting Made Basic is on the website at ambermarieturner.com. If you're looking to transform your life, I shared a little bit about my story on this video, how I was able to do that. Manifesting Made Basic. It's on the website at ambermarieturner.com if you need help in transforming your life, shifting your life, manifesting. It's a great methodology that's simple, straight to the point, that's going to help transform your life. Check it out. Link is below. What else before it cuts off on me again? That's it. We also have femininity made basic that's coming. I'm working on that as well. What else? That's all. And if you enjoyed this girl chat, this girl talk, let me know in the comments below. Perhaps I'll do a part 2 because I have so much to talk about. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe if you like talking about these kind of things. I like talking about it too. So definitely hit that subscribe button, and I will check you guys in the next video. Peace.